Hello and welcome to Herman Manyora's YouTube channel, where we have the public opinion show, and this is the show that I come to the streets to take a look at the state of the nation in matters politics, even after the August 9 polls. And my name is Kimutai Kennedy. Should Supreme Court nullify the presidential election?
Ya kwanza mimi naitwa Salim Nganga. Ile kitu ambayo mimi naamini kwamba Supreme Court itanullify, kwa sababu evidence iko. Mnajua maana ya koti ni ulete evidence kwamba ile mambo unaongea ni kweli. Kwa hivyo nina uhakika kwamba mpaka hapo imefika. Ikikombea na ile koti ambayo ilifanyika Supreme na the same Supreme Court 2017 na hii ya sahi, kama ingekuwa ni kufuata ukweli sahi, hata ingekuwa imesha nullify, kwa sababu according to kuelewa kwangu, ikiwa kama kuna mtu ambaye nimeona ni kama somehow wakili punguani ni Chebukati. Mambo kama hii ambaye imefanya, ukiwa ufuati sheria, ukiangalia article 140 ya Constitution of this country, uangalie article 138 clause 10, inaonyesha kwamba huyu jamaa hajielewi anaongelelea nini. One, inazungumzia kwamba kama wanataka kutangaza mambo ambayo yanatangazwa ni lazima iwe unanimous, ama iwe kama wameweka watu zaidi, watu kama 4, 5 na hali kadhalika zaidi hapo, kuonyesha kwamba hao walio wengi ndio wameshinda katika hao 7, kwa sababu sisi wote tumeweka commission 7, ndio 4 ama 5 washinde hao 2, ndio tuone vile ambaye ukweli unaenda na wahesabu na njia ambayo ni transparent na accountable. Mpaka hapo tumefika sasa, tumeona kwamba zile kazi ambayo ametufanyisha ni kazi ya upuzi. Ya pili, ukiangalia 2017 na 2022 tunarudia the same makosa. Ina maana huyu ni mtu hata kuelewa kwake ni ngumu. According to me, nimesikia amenibo, na ni mtu ambaye hata si wa rika yangu. Mimi ni mzee wa miaka 60 na, lakini ule mzee nadhani ameniacha na kitu kama miaka 7 huko, kiasi kwamba anastahili kuwa na akili mingi, kwa sababu nikizaliwa alikuwa bado ana exist. Sasa inaonekana yeye mwenyewe hataki tuwe na good country, hataki hata wajukuu wake waishi vizuri, kwa sababu tukiendelea namna hiyo there's no need of campaign. Itakuwa za mtu ni utafuta hela, hata kama umeibia watu ama unaua watu, uje lipe chairman, alafu kisha baadaye ifanyike. Utaweka signature peke yako aje? Sasa hiyo ni ujinga wale ya juu. According to kuelewa kwangu ni ujinga wale ya juu. Kwa hivyo mimi nikiangalia naona kwamba kama Martha Koome ni mtu ambaye anaelewa na hao majudges, hiyo bench ni watu wanaelewa, inastahili nullify na watumie ile amendment ya 2016 ambayo inazungumzia kwamba wanastahili kuchukuliwa ule ambaye alishinda na apewe na hiyo story.
If the Supreme Court nullifies the elections, I think there will be a lot of crisis, because both the parties from the Azimio and the other side for the ODA, both the parties will have problem, because for the Azimio they will not accept Chebukati still to be the chairman if the election are being notified, and then also if the courts decided the vice chairman Cherera to temporarily act as the electoral commission chairman for the election, then also I don't think the UNDA side will accept. So I think there will be more crisis. So that means that the election may take a lot of time, maybe to the government again to organize and get fresh electoral commissioners.
Kwa majina naitwa Ken Ucheng. I've been watching, leo ni day 2 ya hiyo hearing. Leo ni day 2. I've been following what has been happening. Vile mambo inaenda mpaka saa hii, it will going by the evidence presented, itakuwa ngumu sana ku nullify hii election.
Kwa nini?
So far the petitioners have not brought evidence. Unajua court deals with evidence. Ukisema mtu ana hack lazima uprove vile ali hack. hiyo presentation yote ya watu Azimio, hakuna mtu ameleta ya kuprove vitu kama hiyo. Ukisema nimeiba simu, lazima ulete mwenye aliona nikiiba simu na hiyo simu ipatikane na mimi. Hiyo mambo kama hiyo sijaona kwa court up to today, na wameshamaliza presentation yao. Tena nimeona process, IEBC imeeleza process vile wamefanya kazi na vile wana table figure zao. Hata hii kina Orengo ndio wanaonekana watu wajenga sana. They will be exposed as they are guilty of fabrication of a number of things. I can confidently say the Supreme Court vile mambo inaenda will upheld the election of William Ruto.
I'm Jesse Kimani. I don't think that is in my power to decide. It is a wait and see for what the courts will decide. But as at now, I've had a response from William Ruto's team and the Chebukati's legal team, and I believe the Supreme Court shall uphold the win of William Samoei Ruto.
My name is Alaina Sochengomondi. I was a candidate at Mountain View Ward contest, but unfortunately everything happens the way you are seeing it at the court. Yes. So, and to that question, what I will basically say is that obviously there are going to be a nullification, according to me. Because when you look at the case, the tactical part of that case is the question of the Majengo, the Majengo issue, whereby Form 34A, which does not have figures, does not remit its own figures at the portal, whereby Raila has 163 and Ruto has 84. So according to me, that is a constitutional question in which the judiciary or what the Supreme Court cannot afford to explain, because directly it imposes bigger questions that elections were not free and fair. Yes, so according to me, nullification, it is an obviousty. Yes.
Now, is IEBC led by Wafula Chebukati and the commissioners ready to conduct elections if Supreme Court rules a repeat of election?
What I can say is that the repetition of, after the nullification, what I've always been telling the people is that the Supreme Court will not act in accordance with Article 81, which gives them an order to order the IEBC, which is an independent commission, to give certificate to another party. That cannot happen. And that's why you saw yesterday Justice Lanaola and Smoking Wanjala asking so many questions about the superseding
on Wednesday.
Function, yes, superseding function of the Supreme Court. So that to me is impeccable, and according to me, after nullification, this is what is going to do to happen. Just like Chitemwe's court case against Sonko, the court will only direct that because it is not a criminal court, the criminal proceedings need to be taken to the High Court. By doing that and by nullifying, it will only give directions or another evidential directions that once we do that, under the law of integrity, Article 6 or 7, integrity issues, there will be that dented image of the IEBC chairperson as a returning officer who is Chebukati. So it will be a dented image in which the translation of the Constitution does not permit, whereby he will only be guided to step aside as investigation proceeds against him. So I think there is where we are going, because the four commissioners have not been accused, but Chebukati personally have been accused into this case. So I think after the nullification, we are going for another election with the 4 commissioners plus the 2. But Chebukati will not proceed to these elections.
First of all, when you look at the petition filed, pursuant to Article 141, that a person may file a case to the Supreme Court to challenge the declaration of the president-elect within 14 days after the declaration. Now, Chebukati, the presidential returning officer, has a mandate to declare the president and not to decide on whom to declare. Now, speaking unambiguously or fundamentally, or rather, the Supreme Court should nullify this election, because this election, number one, it was shambolic, erroneous, and some sorts of outrageous things that happened. It's crime that took place and not election. It's not declaration that took place, not announcement, a decision. It's a decision that was made by Chebukati and not a declaration. Chebukati decided on behalf of 14 million people that William Ruto should be the president, and not the declaration of the decision of the 14 million people that Raila Odinga should be the president. So I suggest and I believe that Martha Koome and the other Supreme Court judges are going to nullify this election so that we go for a repeat. Yeah.
I'm James from Nairobi County. I think what Supreme Court should do, in fact, they should nullify Azimio plays instead of nullifying the election, because Kenyans were not forced to go and elect William Samoei Ruto. We made it a choice freely, and that is the leader that Kenyans needed. That's why you can see there's a huge gap between the votes garnered by the UDA candidates compared with the Azimio one. So I should even request on behalf of the entire nation, Martha Koome, you should not even bother overturning the outcome of 2017 general election. It will be very much unfair, because consider about the state. Right now, Kenyans are waiting for that president whom they elected to be sworn in, so that things can start running out. Now, we are under anxiety, and we cannot expect to hear anything of such kind, overturning the election which we all voted for leader of our choice. According as per the constitution of this country, it allows Kenyans to go and practice their democratic rights of electing a leader of their own choice. That's where we are. And we condemn any thought of nullifying the election. We are not ready even to go back to repeat that election again. We are comfortable and we were done with it. Let the Supreme Court uphold the victory of William Samoei Ruto, Marasha warembo, hasali ya Wakenya.
Is IBC led by Chair Wafula Chebukati and the commissioners ready to conduct elections if the Supreme Court rules a repeat of election?
As it stands now, Chebukati bado wako kasi. Katiba inaelezea vile utaweza toa constitutional office holder from office. Hiyo process ni more than 6 months. Kama ni kumtoa itakuwa ngumu. What is there? Kama iko budget, Supreme Court, IBC bado ita conduct election confidently, lakini hata hiyo rerun sioni kama itakuja. Mimi naona vile on the basis of evidence so far presented, William Ruto election will be upheld. Na hata hii Chebukati muna verify. Kama iko Nobel Prize ya governance, kama kitu kama hiyo, Chebukati will go down in list and takfana atuzwe na hiyo, na will go down for attempting and successfully running an election under difficult circumstances, facing difficult challenges.
Kitu ya kwanza, IBC ile kitu ambayo iliyoko, mtu ambaye amekuwa useless ni chairman, of which they are all commissioners. Kitu ambayo watu wanastahili waelewe, there is no special commissioner than the other. Wale wako pale purposely kwa sababu kufanyia Kenya kazi. Ni vile tu mmoja wao ni chairman wao wengine, they are all commissioners. Kwa hivyo ikiwa kama yeye ndio ana problem, anaweza kwa side alafu nini ifanye. Ama sio hivyo, iwe ichukuliwe na nini? Na Supreme Court itoe hiyo under supervision of Supreme Court. Ndio tuwe na njia mzuri. Lakini waweze sema hawako ready waweze sema kwamba we are not ready to conduct another election. Kwa sababu wakati ambao tulikuwa naweka budget tuliweka mpaka ya nini hii inaitwa kwa nini? Hii ya kurudia tena. Kama hawajafikisha 50+1 warudie. Nasikia Lilan. Sasa kwa sababu pesa budget iko. Ikiwa kama kuna matatizo basi tunaanza kufanya rerun. Na walikuwa wameweka budget ilikuwa tumeshatenga kama wa Kenya. Taxpayers money tumetoa pesa tukatenga, tutafanya elections hii, na ikiwa kama tujafaulu tutafanya namna hii tena. Na hiyo kitu tulikuwa tumefanya 2013, tulikuwa tumefanya 2017. Ndipo uliona kama hata 2017 tulipoenda election ikaenda vile ambayo ilienda, 26 of October tulifanya tena bila matatizo. Kwa hivyo hawezi sema hawako ready kama they are still commissioners wa IEBC. Kwa sababu huwezi sema kwamba hautachukua maoni na wewe bado unafanya press. Kwa hiyo kama uliamka asubuhi ukaripoti kazini, uko ready kukosa maoni ya mtu mjinga mwerevu na mtu ambaye anayejua na ule asiyejua, kwa sababu ulikuja kazi. Kwa hivyo kama wao they are still commissioners, they are ready to wafanya election tena.
The reputation of after the nullification, what I've always been telling the people is that the Supreme Court will not act in accordance with Article 81, which gives them an order to order the IEBC, which is an independent commission, to give certificate to another party. That cannot happen. And that's why you saw yesterday Justice Lanaola and Smoking Wanjala asking so many questions about the superseding
on Wednesday.
Yes, superseding function of the Supreme Court. So that to me is impeccable, and according to me, after nullification, this is what is going to do to happen. Just like Chitembwe's court case against Sonko, the court will only direct that because it is not a criminal court, the criminal proceedings need to be taken to the High Court. By doing that and by nullifying, it will only give directions or another evidential directions that once we do that, under the law of integrity, Article 6 or 7, integrity issues, there will be that dented image of the IEBC chairperson as a returning officer who is Chebukati. So it will be a dented image in which the translation of the Constitution does not permit, whereby he will only be guided to step aside as investigation proceeds against him. So I think there is where we are going, because the four commissioners have not been accused, but Chebukati personally have been accused into this case. So I think after the nullification, we are going for another election with the 4 commissioners plus the 2, but Chebukati will not proceed to these elections.
One, what should hit our mind is, do we have the amount that is needed for a repeat of an election? If the budget was very slim, then I don't think they are ready. And again, even Chebukati and the IEBC is not the issue. The issue is with Mzee Baba Fidel, Bwanake Mama Ida. That's the big problem, because we ask ourselves, last time CJ Maraga ordered for nullification and it was nullified, and he ordered for fresh election repeat, and we went back to the ballot. But the same complainer who is still today in the courtrooms, in the court corridor again, he insists not to go for that repeat of election. Why? Has he changed? He is the same angel we know. Yeah, I'm very much convinced Raila Odinga can't go back to repeat, and he's the one who is going to file those petitions. Yeah? So IEBC, I know they have the capacity, but I, like a common voter and a Kenyan by nationality, what is hitting my mind is Mzee is the problem. IEBC, I know, if I'm not confused, if that is what, according to what I believe, in a budget which was done allocating finance for the IEBC, I believe they do allocate enough even for the repeat of an election. So Chebukati has nothing wrong to do with it, because that is his job, that is his office. Akiambiwa arudi, bas anarudi, as long as amepatiwa security, Wakenya hawajakufa, wapo, yeah, he will just conduct election. But the problem is that Baba Fidel, that is the most problem Kenyan we are having as per now. And that is his culture. That is the behavior of that mzee. And this time around, hey, bana tusumbue tena bana. In fact, we are tired. We are even fed up. Sisi tunataka tufanye kazi, familia zizidi, akina mama na wasichana wazidi kupata mimba vile walikuwa wanapata nyakati za Kibaki, sababu walikuwa na shibe. Saa hii hata wanapata siku kidogo inakuwa terminated. Si kupenda kwao. Hawajakula, wakapata nguvu. Hawana wanaume hata saa hii. Pia wamelemewa na kazi. Si kupenda, ni kwa sababu ya yale matatizo tumeonyeshwa. Kwa hivyo mimi mimi najua, na I want to thank IEBC for the best work they did. In fact, hata wakiambua mimi niko na imani nao na tutawahimiza, wakiambua tutarudi, lakini ni uchungu. Shida yetu kubwa ni huyu, na hata tukirudi we will make sure hiyo 14 million turnout yenye ilikuwa previous tutatoka 19 million ndio tupatie huu mzee Baba Fidel kibarua ngumu ya debe.
I don't think if the Electoral Commission is ready to conduct the election again, because first of all, the elections they have done for the 2022, we cannot trust them. We have seen, I support the Azimio, but you see the allegations right now in court, what happened and everything. So if you repeat the same election and with the same mistake, with the same commission, I don't think we'll still have the same crisis. So I don't think if the Electoral Commission are able to conduct another election. Yes,
now, IEBC can only be ready to conduct a repeat election when the position of the chairman is declared vacant. And this is where Chebukati steps down. Chebukati should be sued in a criminal court. Chebukati should be declared unfit to hold this public office. And pursuant to the Electoral Act, in the absence of Wafula Chebukati, the deputy chair, irregardless of the qualification, can assume the office, because in that case, the qualification does not apply. So Chebukati should step down. Chebukati is unfit to hold any public office as far as this petition is concerned. So IEBC is going to be ready should Chebukati step aside.
Well, that's it for the Public Opinion Show here at Herman Manyora's YouTube channel. Remember that you can also contribute on the comment section. Till we have this conversation again, my name has been Kimtai Kennedy.